Hello, beauty bosses. This is Felita Daniely here. I am coming out to you today. I have some important news to share with you. Many of you, quite a few of you ladies, have been inboxing me, asking me about my training calls that I normally do on Thursdays. And you have been making quite a few inquiries, and I wanted to share with you the reason why I have been pretty much MIA since June, so that you will basically understand what's going on. So, this past June, June 15th, as a matter of fact, I received a breast cancer diagnosis. And when I received that diagnosis, it seems as though my entire world just shut down. And for a long period of time, it took a minute for it actually to sink in and for me to actually come to terms with what I was about to deal with. And I received the diagnosis on June 15th, and we were scheduled for vacation the following week. And so I just pretty much kind of made up in my mind that when I was on vacation, I was just going to block it out and I would deal with it when I got back. And that's pretty much what I basically did. I basically just blocked it out. I went on vacation. I did enjoy vacation with my family. We had a wonderful time. We went to Jamaica. And so when I got back, I was actually scheduled to have my port installed so that I could start my treatment, chemotherapy. I was supposed to start that the week after we got back. However, the day before, I was actually supposed to have actually had the surgery to have the port installed. I just basically had a nervous breakdown, and I just cried. I just couldn't move forward with it. And part of the reason why I felt that I could not move forward with it is because my mind took me back to I was reminded of all of the times of chemotherapy treatments with my dad. And my dad was diagnosed with leukemia back in 2007, and I was his caretaker. And I would just see how when I would drop my dad off in the morning for chemo treatments, he would be so full of life. And then when I would get back in the evenings to, pick him up later on that evening to pick him up, he would just be almost totally lifeless. So I believe that I had a subconscious fear within me that totally, totally feared chemotherapy. And I don't know why anyone wouldn't fear chemotherapy, because all it is just toxins. It's toxins going into your body. And even though I know that it does not cure cancer, I already know that it does not cure. Um, it will basically help with the treatment. And so I decided to just take a couple of months to just kind of do some research, get my body prepared for what it was about to go through, because I had gained a tremendous amount of weight. As a matter of fact, when I first got the diagnosis, I was about 193 pounds, so I was considerably overweight. And so after I decided to postpone the chemo treatments, I decided to start cleaning up my body. And I started doing colonics, and the wellness consultant at the facility, she advised me to, eliminate the meats, the gluten, the dairy, and the sugar. And that's exactly what I did. And it turns out that I had a gluten intolerance, because after I eliminated those four things from my diet and started with the colonics, the weight just started to fall off. As a matter of fact, within the first couple of weeks, I was going every week to do my colonics. The very first 2 weeks, I lost about 20 pounds. So that tells me that I had a lot of toxins in my system, a lot of old waste, And a lot of times you think that you're going to the bathroom, you're eliminating, but there's a lot of old toxic waste that's in your body. Then, of course, with the environment, the toxins and the chemicals that we put on our skin, it backs up and it creates a tremendous amount of stress in your system, and therefore your immune system becomes compromised. And I really believe that's exactly what happened to me. So during the past couple of months, I've had an opportunity to really sit back and really analyze basically how this diagnosis actually happened. And I do realize that it's not only physical, but there's a lot of mental things that we have to deal with, and also spiritual and emotional things as well. I do believe that, I am a very spiritual person, so I do know that I was definitely in alignment with my spiritual life. However, um, I do believe that I had a subconscious fear because dealing with my dad, I do believe that I had a subconscious fear there that I did not even realize was there, because I remember after my dad was diagnosed, I remember changing everything in my life. I changed absolutely everything. I started eating better. I started eating a much cleaner diet. I made a lot of positive changes after going through that experience with my dad. And as a matter of fact, um, I had a girlfriend, a very good girlfriend of mine, who also passed away of breast cancer as well. And so I basically knew the effects of chemotherapy. So I know them firsthand. So I know that I had a subconscious fear to cancer. And many times we carry those fears subliminally and we don't even realize it. And I really believe that is part of my diagnosis. And so when I look at the emotional part, I know last year in 2018, I was under a tremendous amount of stress. I was dealing with my mom's estate. I was in and out of court a lot last year, dealing with, family issues and everything, with the estate and everything. So, you know, dealing with all of that stress, I do believe that because I had gotten off of my diet and I had started eating a lot of acidic foods, I really believe that my body was just not well enough to be able to fight off all of the free radicals, and therefore my immune system was compromised during that time. And that's, part of the reason I do believe the diagnosis was there as well. And as a matter of fact, last year, my doctor, after doing my blood work on last year, my doctor told me that my creatinine levels was a little high. And creatinine is basically, it releases waste from your muscles. And I know during that time I was doing a lot of strength training exercises, and being that I was not well during that time. It's just only so much that the body can do. It's only so much that the body can actually fight off. And so therefore, if you're not eating, an ample amount of daily fruits and vegetables, then you are compromising your immune system. And so I take full ownership of that. I take full ownership because 2 years prior, I kept hearing in my spirit that I needed to eliminate meats from my diet. I kept hearing that over and over and over and over again. And unfortunately, I did not change my diet. And I am the type of person that I have very, very hard lessons. And, being as intuitive that I am, I know we all are intuitive, but I know that I am extremely intuitive. And when I don't follow what my spirit is guiding me to do, then I do know that there are consequences. And, I didn't have the support system during that time when I was trying to transition over to eliminate meats from my diet and go vegan. So it was very, very challenging for me. I did it for a couple of weeks and I ended up, regressing right back to my old habits and my old ways. So I do take full ownership for where I am with my health. So I wanted to let you know that my treatment plan officially starts on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. I go in for a sentinel lymph node biopsy on tomorrow. And on Monday, I am having surgery. I am having a mastectomy on Monday. And I will have 4 weeks to recover from my surgery. And then after that, I will start chemo. And as far as I know for right now, my chemo treatments will be 4 months. I'm going to have about 4 months, which I'll be going in every 2 weeks for treatment for 4 months. And after that, then I will have reconstruction surgery. And a lot of people, a lot of people don't know this yet, but I did have quite a few questions asking as to the reason why I decided to delay the reconstruction. I just wanted to give my body more time to heal. I just really wanted to give my body more time to heal, because after I did some research, I found that those who did reconstruction immediately after surgery and who went on to chemotherapy had major problems with the reconstruction surgery. So this is going to give my body an opportunity, a lot more time to heal during that process, because I'll still have to heal. I'll have to give my body at least a month after chemotherapy before I can go and do reconstruction surgery. So I do have um, I have a long road ahead of me, but I do know that with my faith and with God on my side, I will definitely get through this. And I'm also going to be documenting my journey. So if you would like to follow me, and if you would like to follow me on my journey, I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video. So all you'll need to do is just click on that link, and it will take you directly to my other channel. And be sure to click on the subscribe button, and be sure to turn on the notification bell so that you'll receive notification updates when I post to the channel. Okay. Let's see, what else did I wanted to share with you. Yeah, so I probably will be out of commission. Excuse me, I will probably be out of commission here on this channel, because I'm going to be focusing on getting well, getting, my body well. The amazing thing is about this entire journey is that the 2 months that I took to work on my body and to prepare my body for what's to come, I feel absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, I have more energy than ever. I find myself where it used to take me about 40 minutes to do a 2 to 3 mile walk. Now it's taking me about 20 to 25 minutes. So, my skin has cleared up. I no longer have to wear makeup anymore. I've seen a tremendous amount of changes in my body. I've seen a tremendous amount of changes in my thought process, because I didn't even realize that, the way that my body had been so backed up, I was having a lot of parasites in the brain as well. So my focus is much better. I have a lot more mental clarity now. So now I just need to have the surgery and get a clear NED, which means no evidence of disease, from my doctors, and I am looking forward to getting that diagnosis where it says NED, no evidence of disease. So I am thankful and grateful that I took the time to really analyze, and really think about what actually caused this. I am not mad. A lot of people, get mad. I take full ownership, full responsibility for the things that I know that I did not do. I'm not mad at God. I still love God. My faith has not been shaken. I still get up. I still pray every day, because I know that that's the only thing that's keeping me going at this point. My faith is what's keeping me going at this point, because when you wake up, some days you really want to say, is this, a lot of times I ask myself, is this really, really happening? And then I have to, when I feel the lump, I am reminded, yeah, it's really happening. It's really happening. So I want to encourage all of you, if you have not, if you don't do your monthly breast exams, be sure to make sure you stay up on your monthly breast exams. And I was doing my monthly breast exams every single month. And as a matter of fact, I was holding my arms up in the mirror, doing breast exams, doing all of those things. And thankfully, they found, they caught it early. So it's in the very, very early stages. So I don't care what prognosis they give. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to even know what prognosis they give, because my faith and my trust in God has to say so as far as how long my life expectancy is. That's just the way that I believe. I don't believe no man can tell me or, give me a prognosis as far as how long I can live, because I understand how strong the mind is. And I trust God. God created my body. God healed my body. And I stand on that. And I will not label myself. I will not label myself with that. I'm just going by the diagnosis that the doctors gave me. But God's prognosis says I am healed. And I stand firm on that. Okay, so again, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my other channel if you would like to continue to get the updates and you would like to follow me on my journey. I am going to be documenting everything. I'm going to share with you my chemo treatments. I'm going to share with you, my surgery. My surgery is on Monday, so I will be sharing all of the updates there on that channel. Okay, so be sure to click on the description, the video description here, and click on the link, and that will take you over to my channel so that you can subscribe and be sure to turn on the notification bell. Okay, all right, thank you so much for listening, and I want to ask you all to please keep me in your prayers as I go through this journey. Just understand and just know that I do still get emotional. I still break down and cry. I still, as a matter of fact, I cry every day. Okay. And, my husband asked me the other day, he said, my biggest challenge through this whole thing is that I don't know how I can help you even more. And I told him, I said, babes, you are just your love and your support, just being here, being there for me when I need you. I lay all and I cast all of my burdens on God. So when I am in my prayer time and I pray, I acknowledge God, and I, commit and confess, where I feel that I'm wavering in my faith. I lay everything on the burdens of God, on God. And that's what he asked us to do. He said, cast all of your cares upon me, for he cares for you. And so that's exactly what I do. And so when I cast my cares upon God, I don't burden other people with the challenges that I'm going through, because I know I stand on God's word, and I know that I am healed. I know that. Okay. So I want to ask you all to continue to keep me in your prayers, keep me in your thoughts, and keep me in your prayers. And I will do the same for you as well. Okay. And so until the next video, thank you so much for watching. And until the next video, take care, take charge, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.